So I was gonna stay home, have some rose cardamom tea, and do some writing, maybe some cleaning up. I've been invited to go to the North Carolina Art Museum, which anybody who knows me knows I love art and history. So museum is a perfect little place for a little nerd like me. And so we are going to get ready to go, if I can get this to act right, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We're not gonna be gone long because it is New Year's Eve and people start acting stupid right around this holiday. As if they can't control their anything. As if they don't have the discipline to understand that, like, you know, people's lives are at stake out here. So yeah, definitely doing that today. I don't know. I think we'll do these. And then when I come home, do the rose cardamom tea then. And I can also work on some writing because there is a piece of work that I'm working on right now that is actually very dear to my heart. Called Grow Funk's Business. It's not a fictional story. I am working on a fictional story that is geared toward my oldest girls, their age group. So I guess it's like young adult, not young adult that we know it, but like, you know, middle grader that just became a young adult. Definitely gonna go out. I definitely need tea. Trying to figure out if I'm gonna stop at the place up the street or I'm gonna wait until I get to Raleigh and go to another tea place that I really like going to. So y'all come on with me so we can talk, have fun in a museum and learn some things. Those lovely ladies at that cafe had to make me another one because I forgot to tell them coconut milk. Now I'm on my way to the museum because I couldn't do this without tea or a latte in my system. I tried. I did. So I am back in my city. Raleigh is like maybe an hour from where I'm at. And of course it's New Year's Eve, so people are driving erratically, not with the sense that God has given them. And I am trying to make a quick store run before I go back to the house and lock myself into my apartment with my daughters for the night. And while at the museum, which I love going to, they have new exhibits. I haven't been there in a year. It always like inspires me, especially the one part of the museum that me and the person that invited me to go, that we went to, neither one of us had been to this other half of the museum, and it was, you know, local people who had what's the word I'm looking for? Who submitted their art pieces. And both of us realized that, you know, we need to be a little bit more in tune with our arts, our crafts, so that we can get into it. Plus, I also realized that people are like giving it floor tile, and it's melted floor tile, and it's considered art. And I'm like, who am I to sit here? If this is considered art, who am I to sit here and to doubt my writing or anything else that I create with my hands and that Allah has blessed me with to create? Who am I, right? definitely came into perspective. And then of course it made me go back to think about some of the truths that I've come to realize in my journey, is that there's always going to be people who place doubt into your mind. Some of it is out of hatred and jealousy, and then some of it is projection. Like they're doubting themselves, so they project onto you, and you doubt yourself. And as a person who's had that done to her for years, I have doubted myself. I have doubted who I was. Certain situations have made me step back and reassess a whole lot of things, and killed my self-esteem and what little bit of self-confidence I did have. Two, what you believe that no one would want to see, watch, read, observe, it's all in your head. Allah has placed in each of us gifts, whether it be business, art, the gift of helping others, you know, the ability to, the finances, the resources to be able to help others. Allah has placed gifts in all of us, whether it's with adults or children, and for us to sit there and doubt it. And I remember an elder once told me that for you to sit there and doubt it or not carry on with your gift and your purpose is telling Allah that he's made a mistake, and you are insulting him by telling him that he's made a mistake. Three would be nutrition. Nutrition is important, and I know a lot of times people are all over the internet saying, well, you need this herb and you need that herb and you need to eat this and you need to eat that, and you don't need to eat this and you don't need to have that herb, and you need to drink this many cups of water and you don't need to drink this many cups of water. And the truth of the matter is, all of our bodies are different. It is very important for all of us as human beings to actually eat the nutritious foods that actually pertain to our DNA, our blood type, our body overall, because there are certain things that I cannot consume and not have a negative effect, and yet my children or one of my other kids can eat it just fine and be okay. And then four, just create. In my case, it's as simple as writing a grocery list, a to-do list. If you're in college or university, you know your assignments. Even as simple as writing a book report for the book that you are reading for the month or the year or the week. I feel like we need to get back to that, like having little journals and basically writing out a book report and our interpretation of certain books that we read, because I realize that a lot of people just read and they can just, you know, sound out words, but they actually don't comprehend what they're reading. And I feel like that's really what book reports were, book summaries were, so that we can comprehend exactly what the author was trying to say. If you are an artist, like you paint or you sculpt or anything like that, I don't care if it's as simple as doodling or like, I don't know, something really small, not something that you're going to sell or give to anybody, just something that's basically for you, but it gets the creativity out. If you're a person who does photography, if you're a person that sings, if you write songs, write plays or movies, something small, something that is just for you, something that only your eyes will ever see, and maybe an occasional best friend, but something to get it out of you every single day or every other day, but not going weeks upon weeks not doing anything. And most importantly, just remember who you are, because at the end of the day, we are all creations of Allah, and Allah makes no mistakes when he's creating. There are some individuals, like this person in front of me that's driving erratic, who you question their existence. The truth of the matter is, Allah made no mistake when he created them. He created them for a purpose. He created them to create and to give back. And sometimes, because we are so blinded by our own selfishness, that we ignore it and we try to do it our way instead of Allah's way. And I've definitely come to that realization as I grow, and not only in my walk in Islam, but as I'm growing now, growing back into my growth as an author and as a creative. Like, it's not meant to be on this earth. Not my legacy, but the legacy that is meant to inspire others to find who they are and what they are meant to do. So yeah, let me get to this store so that I can hurry up and get off this road. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here, because we are going to enjoy the rest of our night with our tacos and stuff. The tacos are cooking, and the rose cardamom tea is going to be made in a few. And I want to be able to focus on some planning for some writing tomorrow, definitely. Looks like some of my neighbors already started with the fireworks. I wish everybody a happy new year if you celebrate. If you don't, like myself, it's just another day for all of us. And be safe out there. That's all I can say. And think about your purpose and focus on just that.